Alrighty, I'm veering off a little bit from my normal editing videos because I'm tabbing something right now. There's not going to be a whole lot of commentary in this, but I figure maybe at some future point, if somebody feels like being educated on using Guitar Pro 6 specifically to tab drums and guitar. Honestly, I don't know what else you'd expect to tab in it, really, but yeah, why not have a tabbing video on here? Tabbing Meshuggah's unreleased song "Do Not Look Down" from Colossus, because it came with the pre-order. I figured I'd get a head start. I've already got all the guitar, well, all the rhythm guitar. I haven't tabbed the leads yet. I'm moving on to the... God damn it, cat, go away. Fucking bitch is clawing my chair. But yeah, I figured I'd just move right onto the drums because I want to get those started. At least get the main portion of them done. If not all the fills and cymbal hits and all that. Using Transcribe to mark the song up by sections and measures. Makes it a lot easier because I have sections set up in Guitar Pro by letter, and Transcribe is set up to do it by letter as well, so I can go to, you know, section F, measure 3, go to Guitar Pro, section F, measure 3. Of course, in Guitar Pro, it's a global measure count, so it's actually measure 67, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to change that in Transcribe, actually. Yeah, number measures continuously. I'm going to do that, actually. So now it's matched up perfectly. So that's not where I am, though. Right at the beginning. So except for the first 16 bars, which is for the drums, just a whole bunch of toms, which I hate tabbing because it is really hard to distinguish them because I'm not a drummer. So I'm just gonna skip ahead and be lazy for now and start where the song starts, arguably, you know, after the intro. And since it mostly follows the halftime backbeat, you know, as Meshuggah and pretty much all gent band synths do, and hardcore for that matter, I'm going to make a placeholder and copy it, and then I'm going to start putting in the kicks and other stuff. So we're just going to do, I really should have the camera on, picture-in-picture, so you can see the keyboard and see what I'm pressing and all that, but I'll just name it out as I'm doing it. I have my right hand on the number pad, and left hand on, you know, home keys. Just tabbing drums, number pad is indispensable. So I'm hitting just 1 for snare, move down, left hand on the arrow keys, 1 for kick, 3 for ride bell there, 1 for ride edge, etc., etc. R for rest. C, 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 C for copy. End, shift, home to select a whole measure, or control shift left. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do it, but I almost exclusively use the keyboard in Guitar Pro to tab, because the mouse clicking on things is just too time-consuming and inefficient for me. But it all comes down to personal use, or personal preference, and whatever you're quickest with. So anyway, rest, copy it. What is he using here? Go back to the beginning here. And in transcribe, by default, why is it not working? Okay, suddenly my fucking keyboard shortcuts don't want to work. Transcribe, what's your problem? Come on. Oh, there it goes. I'm saying the wrong thing. Control. Well, first of all, left and right square brackets moves back and forth by 1 pixel, depending on what your view, your zoom level set to. They can be a variable length in milliseconds. Control, left and right brackets, skips by measure. Alt, left and right bracket, shifts by section. And shift, left and right brackets, shifts by jumps, beats, which I have all auto-filled here. I've decided to stick the tab in 4/4 because as far as the songwriting goes and dividing it into sections, they're all going to be multiples of 8 bars. So you have sections that are 8 bars, or 16, or 1 sections that's 32 bars of 4/4. In reality, there's a whole bunch of different meters going on in the song, as is, you know, par for the course with Meshuggah. It may have been easier, actually, to just tab, from a tabbing standpoint, in Guitar Pro especially, it probably would have been easier to just put in the meters as they're playing them instead of 4/4, but oh well. Anyway, section B. Okay, he's doing the crash, so. So you can hear the crash on the quarter notes and snare on the 3 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the guitar pattern is constantly cycling in oh, what did I figure it was here? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 8. I mean, yeah, 17, 8. Until it repeats. Which could also be further subdivided into 7, 8 and 10, 8. Given where the emphasis is on the beats. Oh yeah, and then in Guitar Pro, of course, it's different. Alt, left and right arrows, jumps by section. Control jumps by bar. And then control up and down shifts by track. I just have one rhythm guitar and the drums visible in multi-track view. Vertical screen, which I find to be the best use of screen space, or screen real estate, if you want to call it that. Go on the drums and start sticking in the crashes and the snare. On this line, it's number pad 4 for a high crash, and then 4 here for a low crash. That's what I'm going to take and start copying and pasting. Copy 2 measures, copy 4 measures, etc. Just for this section anyway. And then I'll go through, put in the kicks. Oops, I'm already messing up here. Putting the kicks on the percussive notes on the guitars, which the kick is not following. It's only following the pitched notes. So I'm just using the arrow keys and the number pad, left and right hands. That's it. There might be a fill in that last measure, but like I said, I'm just putting in the meat of it, and I'll flesh it out further later. So now we have a little bit hard to hear the drums. Turn them up a little. It's a little better. I have a couple of different presets that I was fucking around with to try and get the mix decent enough to hear the drums when there's a lot of layers, or just heavily distorted guitars over them. Now we're going to listen to it and transcribe, follow along in Guitar Pro and see if the kicks match up, if he's not changing it or anything. Okay, he's doing a kick on this percussive note on the 4 count. Looks like he's doing that from here as well on the and of 4, which means it's also going to be on 1 here. The last 2 measures are changed up a little. Let's see what he's doing. Oops. playing on that offbeat pattern. And changes it up on the last one. So you have eighth and then a quarter note rest, and it sounds like a snare and mid tom together, maybe. And like I said, I suck at distinguishing toms, so I'm not sure if that's a floor tom or a kick. I have a real problem with that sometimes. It really does sound like a kick, but let's do it this way. And it's the and of 4, where the beat really kicks in right before the first measure of section C. And he changes to the hi-hat, so let's go ahead and put that in. I've already forgotten. Same line as the low crash. We have 1 for closed hi-hat, 2 for half open, 3 for open, and then 4 for crash. Sounds like fully open hi-hat. Not sure he's playing that kick there. Kick sounds kind of quiet right here. There's the first 8 measures of section C. There are no shortcuts to this. No major shortcuts anyway. I mean, you can copy and paste all you want, but there's no shortcuts to an immaculate finished product. Let me put it that way. It's the most tedious thing in the world, but it's very rewarding, to me at least. How did I get all the fucked way down here? Oh, right, continuous numbering. I forgot I changed that. I was like, measure 32 of section C? No way. See, I've already spent an hour or two before I started this broadcast tabbing, so I'm starting to, my interest and attention is starting to wane. Let's finish out these last 8 measures, and I'm going to call it quits for now. Do another listen to these first 8. See, I'm not hearing that first beat. I'm definitely hearing the and of 1, and then 2, and the and of 2. So, rest and 2, and 3, and rest and. I have Tom Phil here. I'm just kind of winging it with these tom combinations. I have a snare on 4. Let me change this. And then kick and crash on and of 4. Some emphasized crashes on this first measure, and then it's back to the hi-hat, sounds like. Oh, I see. I'm also winging it with the crashes, but, you know. Guitar Pro's drum kit is not even a quarter of, well, his drum kit isn't that big. Tomas Haki, however you pronounce his name. His drum kit, of course, is a lot bigger than that of Guitar Pro, which is, in itself, basically modeled on the MIDI drum kit, standard MIDI, what the fuck is the name? What do you call it? Standard MIDI, what's a word I'm looking for? Shit. Instrument set, whatever you want to call it, you know, that allows for like 2 crashes, 1 China, 1 splash, 2 hi-hats, etc., 2 snares, that sort of thing. And I think 5 toms. Guitar Pro has 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toms, which is really enough for anything. And this does have the snare on 3. And then on 2 of this measure, goes back to the hi-hat. Oops. There's probably another fill there, but we'll see. Oh, I forgot the snare. Oh, well. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Forgot about those Windows key arrow shortcuts that were introduced in 7. That's useful though. Need to remember about those. Oh no. What have I done? There we go. Got the snare here. I don't hear a hi-hat on one, so. He's probably doubling up on the snare, but we'll just make it a accented snare. Shortcut key, semicolon. Shift semicolon for heavy accent. Sounds like you can hear maybe the hi-hat played on the end of one. Quiet crash hit on 4. So let's see what we have in this. I'm not even sure how long I've been recording, but yeah, in this 24 measures. That's how long it took. Anyway, fun song. Tedious to tab, wonderful to listen to. That's it for now. Maybe I will do another one of these, maybe not. We'll see.